Okay guys, we are going to start working on the carburetor. This is going to be the first phase of the project. Discussing the project is going to be a separate video. I'm going to film it after this, but you guys will probably see it before this. So basically what we have here is we have a 1985 600 CFM vacuum secondary Holley. Okay. Manual choke. Everything seems to work. Everything is free. It's a clean unit. Okay, this is the one we picked up at Belmont Swap Meet for 20 bucks. We went to Allstate Carburetor. We picked up a complete kit for this, including the diaphragm for this. Everything that's needed, including some extra multiple gaskets in here. That was 30 bucks. So this is going to be a $50 investment. This is going to be the first phase of his carburetors. I think when it's all said and done and the car is tuned to the way we want it, we'll be running a different carburetor. So, but this is what we're going to start out with. Like you say, you got to crawl before you walk, right? And this is what we're going to crawl with. So, in reality, when the engine's done, we are building an engine. We are building a 1970 AMC 360 engine. It's going to have 291C heads on it. It's going to be pushing the original 10 to 10 and a quarter 1 compression, except we're going to have a different cam in there, different intake and stuff like that. It's going to be a nice simple build. We're not going to go too crazy, but we're all looking for the 400 to 4 and a quarter horsepower range on this engine, which you're not going to get out of this carburetor, but we will get out of a 750. So that'll be later on.
Does it have to be a double pumper, or can it be like that?
You can run a vacuum secondary if you really want. So,
because I hear it seems better, just drives better
on the street.
Yeah, it doesn't. With the double pumper, they bog and do all sorts of weird stuff. It's very, because there's no, it's sensitive.
The car that this is going in is 2,700 and change pounds. It's gonna have a decent set of gears
without
in it.
us in it.
Right. It's gonna have a decent set of gears in it. Phase 1 will be the engine and rear end. Over the winter, phase 2 will be a total transmission build for the car that I have, a 727 is what's going in there. We're gonna stick with the 998 they call it, which is just AMC's version of a 904. Some of them have a couple extra clutch packs and high gear, some don't. So basically it's a 904 with AMC bell housing. It's the original tranny. I don't know how much that tranny's going to take before it lets go. So with that said, guys, this is not my project. I'm just supervising on this project. We're starting off here with doing it the right way, the way I was taught.
Black and white.
This is the way I was taught. You start off with a book. Not the internet, not your phone, not videos of people that don't know what they're doing. You start off with a book by a reputable person that's going to give you information and pictures that you can look at to get the job done right. And in this book here, in the back, first of all, they have an exploded view of it, but they break this carburetor down section by section, the exact carburetor he has here. So figure, let him get his feet wet on the 4160, then he'll be working on the 4150 next. So, and I might actually have a line on a 750. So, okay guys, this is what we're starting with. And rule number 1, don't ever turn a carburetor upside down. You don't know what's going to dislodge in it, especially after it's overhauled. There could be check balls that fall out and move into a different location. So after this carburetor goes back together, it's going to hopefully stay upright for its whole life. Okay, the first thing he's going to do is he's cracking all the screws for him. We're going to take the base plate off, but we have to disconnect a couple of things here first. So, okay, we got all the screws out, and he took off the one clip for the vacuum secondary. How's it look?
Looks like the same as the outside.
There you go. Everything's looking in good shape. Basically, you look it over now for cracks and things like that. And I really don't see anything. So this we're going to leave as an assembly. There's really no reason to take this apart except to clean it. So we're going to put this to the side. Okay, he has the mechanism off the manual choke, and now he's going to take off the vacuum secondary diaphragm.
Nah. Oh.
That's fine. Now, if you look at this,
What's the heck
is there a gasket there? Yeah, let me see. Turn it so we can all see. This mutilated looking gasket right here is supposed to sit right here, and this is what opens your vacuum secondaries. Oh, and let's end the myth right now. You could have the biggest cam in the world. Don't ever use the excuse that my engine doesn't make enough vacuum for the secondaries to open. It is an engine vacuum that does it. It's air velocity through the primaries. And when the secondaries open, it's air velocity between the two of them that keep it open. So
we're taking this piece out?
This, the way you test this, here, look, here's a quick test. I can't put the camera down
I
on
think
it.
that thing's gone.
Look, watch the quick test. You push this in, and you put your finger across it.
What does that tell you?
See it creeping out? Slowly it's creeping out.
So
You want to see if it's holding vacuum. Now, my finger might not be sealing it well, but it's going to come out a little. It is creeping out very minute, but I don't know if that's me. But here's what happens when you let go. Now, it does have a spring up here, which counteracts the vacuum, which you could change. Okay, if it opens too quick and you get a bog, you put a stiffer spring and vice versa. But if you put too soft of a spring, it's going to slam open and you're going to have all sorts of drivability problems. Okay, most of the problems with these carburetors is when people touch them. Oh, it's not on here, I'm going to say. Some people put a nut and bolt right here. So when you open up the primaries, the secondary open. But there's no rear accelerator pump, so it bogs, and then it's just all downhill from there. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to toss this to the side, put that in the thing, and the next thing I'd like to get off is the accelerator pump, which is right there on the bottom. I got a feeling the gasket's stiff as a board.